Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So again, hopefully you guys have now updated to the newest one, which is 1.74.500, and in it, there are a couple of new features, as well as 2 new banners to summon from. So for those who don't know, AS and regular Xion will be featured on one banner, which is Fire-based Slash. And then a 5-star Dewey will be available as well, which is a water blunt type fighting character. Also, there are 2 new features added. One, which we'll feature here, is the quest to upgrade Gildna to a 5-star. And so this will be a series of battles similar to Azami or Serene or Garyu. They will be featured with a red exclamation mark, and it will be a 6-hour countdown, similar to the other battles as well. Also, the Phantom Crystal dimension is updated, and you can collect what they call cat stamps. And I actually uploaded a video before this, featuring some of the cool new features, as well as one of the 2 newest rare areas in those. So, if you haven't already, please check out that video. I also appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It really helped my channel out. Finally, I do have a Patreon account for those who are interested in supporting me this way. So, you can see the first encounter starts in Beast Village Conium, and then you will wander to this area on Beast Snake Island. And so, I don't know if you guys have explored this in the update 1.5, but basically, the different kind of statues are actually mythical pieces of armor, and they're all cursed. And so we're going to have to wander back through those locations where we found them when they weren't doing anything. And now that they're all powered up, it's time to take them down and kind of prevent their curse from spreading throughout Snake Island. And you know how Aldo is. He's got to, stop any wrongdoing from occurring. And being that Gildna is a beast, he is also interested in these kind of mythical pieces of calamity armor. So here we go. One thing you'll note about this battle is I forgot to change the language from English back to Japanese, so I do apologize for that. I much prefer Japanese when battling. So this first battle is obviously going to be one of the easiest ones. The boss does do multi-attacks per round, so you can see it does anywhere from 2 to 3 moves per turn. And the only thing you have to really worry about is that over time, as the battle stretches on, it can stack multiple debuffs on you. So in the very beginning, probably not so much of a problem. As you can see from the damage inflicted, it's only in the low hundreds. But if you do happen to have a weaker team with lower level armor, you're going to have some trouble surviving some of the later rounds. But we're not going to show you that, of course. We're going to try to end it as quickly as possible. So, as usual, I will bring my best possible team. So, I'm going to concentrate on a wind-type element with multi-hits to maintain an AF. So, my favorite team, of course, Waifu Suzette, Azami, Leclerc for the physical debuff, Mario for Aurora Force, and then we have now my 5-star Amy, as well as Aldo for their VCs as well as power. So keep in mind that if you can do the right rotation and bring in multiple buffs and debuffs right before the AF, you will find that you'll do a lot more damage than just doing the AF by itself. So keep that in mind, it'll end the fight much more easily. Now again, even with the status of poison and stuff, you can see that I'm in no way threatened by this particular piece of armor. And so, with combination winds, we're going to do as many wind attacks as possible. I realized that Leclerc is not a wind type character. I don't have any Iska or anything like that, but I do find her triple hit still very useful in this case. So let's finish it off with a Sweet Tooth AF and see what we're left with. Now at less than 50%, the armor's moveset does change, and it does more frequent hits. So again, instead of doing a 2-move hit, it'll do kind of like a 3-move thing. Still at this point, the battle hasn't gone on too long, so the multiple debuffs haven't really stacked up yet. And we'll bring in Marrow just in case to heal up any sort of status and heal up. So again, you can see the damage is a little bit higher now, but nothing too crazy. So I'm not sure if you could beat it with a all 60 4-star team, but certainly with a mixed team of 4s and 5s, I don't think you'll have too much trouble. And you can see that I'm whittling down the armor's life. And again, just make sure I remove status with Cure Leaf. Continue stacking on damage. And again, I do find the triple hits from Azami as well as Leclerc very, very useful. Physical debuff is useful in this case as well. I know that the boss doesn't seem too difficult, but I do like to practice good principles when battling, and I use the same strategy for most of my boss battles, even the easier ones. So, it's just good practice. So, I'm going to build up one more turn of AF, and I'm going to rotate Aldo in because you can see my characters have run out of MP, and this half bar is going to more than kill off the boss. So, let's do it. And here we go. For those who don't have a 5-star Amy and Aldo, depending on how far along in the game you are, I highly recommend trying to obtain both of those and upgrade them to 5 stars. As free 5 stars, they are very, very powerful, and I would use them in a lot of my main teams as well. So certainly not bad to have those free 5 stars. Of course, Azami is also free, so as many free 5 stars you can get, much better. Anyways, at this point, it's just a little bit more of a storyline. So, like most of my story quests, I will stop talking and let you read the rest of the quest in peace. And hopefully I have the rest of the boss battles for the rest of the pieces of armor up soon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.